I'm Buck McCoy. Tonight's segment is about a man named Ronald McElhaney, also considered to be this century's Scarlet Pimp.
Pimpernel.
It says pimp on the prompter, and it just adds what's a pimpernel.
3, 2, 1.
I don't like the tone that you're.
I'm pissed
I
at
don't
you
like that.
for saying
You know, hey,
the
let me
wrong
just
thing.
do the thing. Let's.
3.
No, you don't have to start again. I'm ready. We're gonna go with this. Tonight's segment is about a pimp known Ronald McElhaney, also considered to be this century's Batman or Scarlett Johansson. Is that it? I get that?
Cut!
Alright, well, we're here with Christine Johnson, who's Ron's stepdaughter, and we're just going to ask her a couple of questions, and let's get started with a more serious note. When did you find out exactly that your stepfather was a pimp?
My stepdad isn't a pimp.
I don't know.
I thought we were here to talk about his birthday.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we're here to talk about.
No, you said he was
No,
a pimp.
let's start with the first question here, Christine. How about, when did you first meet him, and what was your first impression of him?
Well, I first met my stepdad when I was in grade 2. He was my best friend's father.
Yeah.
So I was 7 years old. Can't really remember our first impression.
Do you remember maybe what you did?
We went to McDonald's a lot, so that was pretty cool.
He took you to McDonald's?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, a lot.
Every weekend.
That explains a couple of things. What is your fondest memory of Ronald McElhaney?
Every time Ron dances is a pretty fun memory.
Would you be able to maybe show us an example of that?
Shakes his booty.
Like
Yeah.
Just like that?
Just like that, actually.
Just like
Just shakes it.
Does he stand up when he does this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to maybe just show the people out there, show the folks at home how that.
No, that's okay.
Great question. Did you know that Ronald McElhaney, in certain circles, is considered a celebrity of sorts?
No, I didn't know that. He's a celebrity?
In the biochemist world, the man he's Johnny Depp of the biochemists. Honestly, every woman wants him. No woman can have him. He's got style. He's got
A beard?
a beard, He's done a lot of stuff. He's actually been in the newspaper a couple of times.
Really? I knew that.
You read newspaper.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's move on to the next one here. Do you think earlier you said he was the greatest man you've ever known. Can you explain why
I never said that earlier.
Can you maybe, you did. Did you maybe answer the question about why you think he's the greatest man you've ever known?
I didn't say that.
Yeah. Would you be able to answer that question anyway?
He is the greatest man. He's the greatest stepdad I've ever known. Because he's very loving and giving and smart.
Okay. Those are great qualities to have as a stepfather. What has Ron done for you? Give us an example of something he's done in your life to make you a better person.
Well, he's putting me through nursing school. So that's making me a better person. And he bought me my first new car.
That made you a better person?
Well, it helped. He bought me the new car so I could drive to Sherwood Park to my job as a nurse's aide, which led me to find my calling as a nurse, which led me to wanting to go to nursing school, which he's helping me go through.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an excellent answer. If you were stuck on an island with Ron, what 5 items would you bring and why?
A barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
A whole
excellent.
cow.
A whole cow.
Whole cow.
Okay.
Badminton rackets
Mhm.
with a birdie. Sunscreen and sun oil.
You would need both of those last two because...
Sunscreen to protect from the sun and sun oil to tan. We both like to tan. We have that in common.
Mm-hmm.
Roast up.
So I noticed with your answers, a lot of that stuff kind of just applies to you. You know, maybe the cow, you guys could maybe cook that, share that, but, you know, what do you think that Ron maybe would like you to bring? I mean, you are the only person who's going to bring 5 items, right? So.
I think Ron would like those things.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm not the one being interviewed, but I probably would have said, you know, let's try to cut it in between the cows. Number 3, number 1 is a telescope. Number 2 is, you know, the birds of maybe the island. You know, for Ron.
Yeah, you're not the one being interviewed.
Okay, so. Well, tell me about a time where you guys had a conflict, and it was resolved because of Ron's awesome personality.
Well, recently when I crashed that new car that he bought me,
Oh.
I called him crying.
And are you okay? Everything's
Yeah,
okay?
obviously.
It doesn't look like it, but.
I called him crying, thinking I was going to get him in a lot of trouble, and I called him at work, and he was really nice about it. He was like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll get this worked out.
How about ending this interview off by sending out your wishes to Ron on his 70th birthday, and you know, try to make it longer than 2 sentences, because I kind of feel like that's what you're about to do. So.
Well, I just wanted to say happy 70th birthday to my stepdad. I'm so glad that I could be here to celebrate with you, and I'm so glad that you're a part of our family. And guess what? Old is the new young today, so you're still young. I love you. Happy birthday.
That was so not funny. Okay, well, that
Such a jerk.
ends the interview with Christine Johnson.
Right.
Up next, we're going to interview her. Will you? Okay. This show is brought to you by No Name Windex. When you have a streak, make it worse. So up next, we've got Derek Johnson, Ronald McElhaney's stepson. Hopefully, the most interesting segment of our interviews. You know, I'm not that excited to do this, to be honest with you, but you know, let's start to interview this transient. Okay. So what do you do around here, exactly? Well, I don't really care. Tell me a little about your stepdad. Tell you about my stepdad. He saved my mom, and my mom saved him. And I think that he's an awesome guy. He gives and he gives, and most of the time you don't even have to ask. It's just in his personality. It's just who he is. He sent me to Europe. He bought me a car when I graduated. My mom, my parents, but I mean, my mom could never do that on her own. Do those things. And you know, the best thing of all is that he just loves doing housely chores that I don't even have to ever worry about. You know, and I'll be like, "Who cut the grass today?" Certainly wasn't me. I didn't do it. Who did it? And I'll look over, and I'll see shirtless Ron out there, just mowing the grass, mowing like he was born to mow, in his little purple shorts out there, and his high socks, and the shoes that he wears. Yeah. You know, sometimes I'll come home and be like, there's a lot of dishes to do. Who's going to do them? Maybe I'll do them tomorrow. I don't know. And I'll come back upstairs in an hour, and it turns out that the dishes have been put into the dishwasher, and they're washing already. What kind of a man likes doing those things? Not me, but he does. Do you know why? Because He's the best damn stepfather a son could ask for. That's why. So what you're saying basically is you're a freeloader, a leech, you know, a modern day swindler. We'll get into the questions here. I've never had to interview such a boring person. Well, Derek, what do you enjoy about having him as a stepdad? He's a nice guy. You want me to say an example or something? Without even coming to my parents, and I know it was his ideas just as much as it was my mom's. After I graduated, they sent me to Europe and pretty much paid all the expenses. And I thought that was very generous, very kind, and yeah, it just was that's a really big deal to me. It's an experience that changed my life, and that's thanks to him and the opportunities he's given. That's the best you could do, hey? You know, I gave you a week to prepare, and that's what you came up with? All right. Well, I'm glad that's over, and why don't you just look in this camera over here and say your wishes on Ron's 70th birthday. Happy birthday. And there you have it, folks. A boy who became a man, who became a boy, and now wears big boy pajamas. That's right. Sometimes he likes to eat his big boy cookies. But who is he hiding them from? Find out next week how he gets his exercise done, because it's certainly not in here.
It's hard!
Also next week, what does this egg, this cup of yogurt, and this girl have in common? And do we care?